After learning the illustrations, today let us do the first exercise in preparation of the revaluation account based on the journal entry. So we are starting with the 10th exercise. In the 10th one, Rajesh, Pushpa and Pratibha are the partners of Srinathji Traders. Their profit and loss sharing ratio is 2:3:1. Their firm's balance as on 31st/3/2017 is given. So the liabilities and assets are given. Now, what are the changes after evaluation that is given? The value of land is to be increased up to 2,50,000 and building value is to be increased by 50,000. So the value of land to be increased up to 2,50,000. So here in the balance sheet, value of land is given 1,80,000. So it has to be increased by 2,50,000. So here by land account the difference is 70,000. 2,50,000 minus 1,80,000, 70,000. So here the value of land is increasing. So by land account 70,000. Second one is the value of building is to be increased by 50,000. So here right away the amount is given 50,000. So by building account 50,000. Second one is the value of machinery is to be decreased up to 80,000. So here the value of asset is reducing, so it comes to the debit side. To machinery account the difference is 40,000. Now, provision for bad debt reserve at 20% on discount reserve or 5% to be made on debt. So next is bad debt reserve. Again provision for bad debt reserve, again debit to bad debt reserve account 10,000 and discount reserve on debtors is also to be provided at the rate of 5% of debtors. So 5% of debtors here is 2,000. Next is the stock value of 15,000 is to be reduced by 20%. Now stock value is reducing. So here again towards the debit side of revaluation account to closing stock account, and here 20% is 3,000. 20% of 15,000 is 3,000. An amount of 20,000 is not to be paid to creditors. So it is a benefit to the firm. So by creditors account 20,000. 3,000 for outstanding expense. So outstanding expense is again a loss. So here to outstanding expense account 3,000. And 2,000 for income receivable are not recorded. So income receivable is a profit. So here by income receivable account 2,000. So these are the increases and the decreases towards assets and liabilities. So we learned that whenever assets reduce, we have to debit it in the revaluation account, and when the value of the assets increase, it gets credited to the revaluation account. And for the liabilities, when liabilities reduce, it gets credited, and when liabilities increase, it gets debited. So here this is how we prepare the revaluation account based on the information given after revaluation. Then after posting, when we balance the account, we get a difference of 72,000, and 72,000 here is a profit to partners capital account, and that profit of 72,000 is divided amongst the partners Rajesh, Pushpa and Pratibha on the basis of their profit and loss sharing ratio 2:3:1. So Rajesh gets 2/6 share, Pushpa gets 3/6 share and Pratibha gets 1/6 share of 72,000, 24,000, 36,000 and 12,000 respectively. Now let us see, based on these revalued values of the assets and the liabilities, how we can prepare the balance sheet. Based on the revaluation account, where we have found out our profit based on the revalued assets and liabilities. So as per the same value, we have to prepare the new balance sheet. So balance sheet of the firm as on 31st/3/2017, that is the revalued balance sheet. Now let us see the asset side. Now the value of land was 1,80,000 and it is increasing by 70,000. So this is the 70,000 what we adjusted in the revaluation account. So 1,80,000 plus 70,000 comes to 2,50,000. Next is value of building. Value of building was 3 lakh in the old balance sheet. Now the value of building increased by 50,000. So it has increased to 3,50,000. Now next is machine. Machine's value was 1,20,000 but it is reducing with 40,000. So the difference is 80,000. Investments also is reducing. So the value of investment is 40,000. It is getting reduced by 12,000. So 40 minus 12, 28,000. Next is adjustment on debtors, that is bad debt reserve and discount reserve on debtors. Bad debt reserve was 10,000. So 50,000 minus 10,000, 40,000. So we have to again adjust discount reserve on debtors. So again discount reserve on debtors was 2,000. So 40,000 minus 2,000 gives you 38,000. Next is bills receivable. Bills receivable were 10,000. Closing stock 35,000. There is a reduction in the value of closing stock by 3,000. So 35,000 minus 3,000 gives you 32,000. Bank balance and cash balance is given in the old balance sheet. Bank balance was 60,000. Cash balance 30,000. Now receivable income was given as 4,000 and there is again an outstanding receivable income of 2,000. So 4,000 plus 2,000 gives you 6,000. Now let us see what happens to the liability side. In the liability side, first item is capital. Capital is given, like Rajesh, the capital was 2 lakh, but again with that profit is also getting added. So Rajesh's capital as per the revaluation account, the profit is 24,000. So that is added with 2 lakh. So 2,24,000 is Rajesh's capital. Now about Pushpa, again the profit gets added. 1 lakh is the capital and profit as per evaluation account 36,000. So Pushpa's capital becomes 1,36,000. Next one is Pratibha. Pratibha's capital is 2 lakh, profit is 12,000 as per evaluation account. So 2,12,000. Next in the liability side is bank loan. 10% bank loan is 80,000. Creditors 1,70,000 but 20,000 is not to be paid. So it gets reduced. So creditors 1,70,000 and not to be paid, that amount gets deducted 20,000. So creditors amount is 1,50,000. Next item in liability side is bills payable. Bills payable is 40,000. Next is workmen's accident compensation fund. So it is 29,000 given in the question. Workers accident compensation fund. Next is outstanding expense 10,000. There is again unpaid outstanding expense there. So it gets added to outstanding expense. So 10,000 plus 3,000, 13,000. This is how we balance our balance sheet with assets and the liability side, and we get the total of 8,84,000 as the total value of balance sheet as we balance this statement of liabilities and assets.